Welcome to another edition of Whiskey, Games, and Nerd Stuff. Today's whiskey is continuation of the Basil Hayden. And today's nerd stuff is going to just go over some basic Magic the Gathering cards. Let's take a sip. This is such a good whiskey. It's so hard to just keep drinking it. Alright, so this is going to be just really simple, basic mountains, lands, a few things. Going through some of my binders, and I came across one of my land binders that apparently I was trying to fill up. And this first page, if I recall correctly, is all going to be beta cards. So these are beta mountains. Then you're going to see collector's edition mountains. And you're going to see a lot of collector's edition mountains. Quite a few. Helps if I turn the light. A few more collector's edition mountains, some forests, swamps, plains, islands, and then in the back, if I remember right, I believe there's, some unlimited lands. If I recall correctly, revised is where it has the tap symbol. Unlimited is where it spells out tap. And as you can tell, these are pretty clean. So a couple of questions actually. Do you like the white border mountains more? Or do you like the black border mountains more? Personally, I kind of like the black border mountains more. I'm going to take another sip of this. And the reason this isn't filled up is, for those that have watched this on my pauper deck, you'll see that I've started to fill up most of those lands with beta lands, and then on my commander deck, eventually it's all going to be beta lands, beta or alpha lands. Just one of those things for, I just thought it would be cool to have a couple decks that had nothing but beta lands. And it's one of those things where, and this is by means not an investment channel, it's kind of one of those things where they do go up in value, and I like them. So, some of those, beta, just the basic lands for alpha and beta are getting kind of pricey. But it's one of those things where if you buy one or two a month, if you're buying something that you like, you're buying something that you enjoy, especially if you put it in a, if you're putting it in your decks and you put it in a sleeve and you put that sleeve in the nicer sleeves, you can play it and enjoy it without ruining the card. I'm only going to buy stuff that I know that I personally like. I enjoy having these lands. I enjoy going through these binders and looking at stuff. I enjoy knowing that I can go through, if I wanted to, and add a bunch of unlimited lands in there. I enjoy the fact, they're just cool to look at. And I know that these do go up in value. Again, it's not financial advice, but, if you're going to spend your money on something, spend money on something you like. I like whiskey, so I spend my money on whiskey. I could sit and keep these bottles and hold on to them and flip them and make some money on it, but I enjoy drinking it. I enjoy drinking it with friends. I enjoy the experience. It's nice. Same thing with games. I'm a nerd. I enjoy this kind of stuff. And, we all have those things we like, so I'm going to buy the things that I like. So this is something I thought I would share. As I was mentioning in a prior video, I was trying to go through and find some of my older stuff, and I kept coming across binders that, quite frankly, I just forgot I had. But I thought this was kind of cool, just something I wanted to share. This is a relatively quick video. I am curious out there, anybody watching this, do you have a particular fondness or affinity for basic lands? If so, what lands do you like? What's your favorite basic lands, and do you have a binder full? I know a friend that's actually got the, I want to say it was Theros, their lands he thought were pretty cool. And then I know the latest undeck, what is it, Infinity? Some people like those lands a lot. So I do think it's kind of cool to deck out your various decks with certain kind of lands, either all foils or all a certain kind. I think it's pretty cool. Do you have a particular set? What is your favorite basic land? Do you, as far as what's your favorite, mountain, island, swamp, forest, plains, and what's your favorite set style? Like, what's your go-to if you were going to do a deck of all one particular basic lands? What would you do? I'd love to hear everybody's thoughts. And also, does anybody else out there keep binders full of just lands, just because it's fun? Once again, I want to thank everybody for taking the time to watch these videos. Please like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. Slowly trying to grow that channel. Also, would like to see if anybody's tried this Basil Hayden yet. I'd love to hear your thoughts on what you liked, didn't like. Until next time, cheers.